Welcome back guys to another Zero DTE video, and today Coach Ernie is going to be talking about the Batman strategy, so make sure you stay tuned. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, check out the link in the description to join the world's #1 Zero DTE trade destination. Enjoy guys.
You spoke the other day about pulling the center strikes in a Batman, maybe pulling the center strikes off the losing trade.
Only if it gets down to a low enough point. Because keep in mind, when you pull the center strikes off the losing trade, you are adding to your overall risk. So whatever you pay for those center strikes is added to your risk. It's like adding to the debit, the combined debit of the two trades. That's what you're doing. So that's why you want to wait until it gets as small as possible so that you're not adding too much to that risk. What is that number? I don't know, 5 to 20 cents per, right? If you do 20 cents, and obviously there are two of them, it's adding $40 on to whatever your maximum debit was. So you're taking on $40 more risk. Is that $40 worth a return and then taking advantage of that naked put or long call? So that's the calculation you have to make.
So it's like a new trade.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Look at it like another new trade. Is this a good risk? Am I willing to bet $4 if it moves, say, 30 points and I can make $400?
Is there a way, just the mechanics of it, like maybe demonstrate it as well as you can, how that would work? Because I was playing around how I could do that.
You can simulate it in the analyzer in Thinkorswim by creating the opposite trade that would take those center strikes out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Batman that's about, the center strikes are about 100 points out from either side, because I think that's probably appropriate for this. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 125. And this is probably more expensive than I want to pay, so I'm going to push them out a little bit further. But let's see, we'll push them out to 25 points. See how that works. All right, that might be an acceptable Batman. So I got the debits down. My total risk is about $6, and it's about a 1 to 6, 1 to 6.5 risk to reward, which is right inside of our range for risk to reward for a single fly. But now I've put on two, so I've pushed them even further out to get a combined risk to reward that is still similar to what we would get on a single fly. So that was my objective. So actually, this is not a 1 to 6, it's a 1 to 7 on what I have. Of course, it's moving all over the place. That's within our range. Now, let's say that price moves over to one side or the other, and I want to see what's the effect of removing the center strikes. So it looks like it's moving towards the put side. So let's see what the effects are of removing the center strikes of the long call. I can see that it's at 53.55 and there's two short strikes there. So what I could do is I could add two long strikes at 53.55. That would essentially be the same as taking that trade off, right? Or removing it. So 53.55 is the center strikes of this guy. If I wanted to buy them back, I would buy two 53.55 calls. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to 53.55 and I'm going to buy, analyze buy, and they're $2 or 205. So if I paid 205 for them, remember the original risk was about $6.25. I've now added $2.05 to that total risk. Now it's $8 and $8.30 now. So we can go down there, we can look at it. So this is what it would look like. I can clearly see that when I'm over this, my risk is about $600. So if I take it off, all right, so my risk was almost $400. So I added $200 of risk, right? So you can see it, it's $365, let's say. And then by buying back those strikes, now my risk is $535. So it's about $200 more than it was before. So I added risk to the total trade in the amount of the cost of buying back those center strikes. So if you bought back two of them at a lower price, not at $2, but maybe at 20 cents or 30 cents, 20 cents would be that. On the ES, that would be $20. So you would add $20 to your overall risk. Is that clear?
Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button below. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, remember to check out the link in the description for Ernie's school community.